Today we are gonna collect every single mob that exists in Minecraft to put into our mob museum, and all of that in our full survival world.
Welcome back to the survival series. Today we wanna collect every single mob in Minecraft. It involves a lot of work and challenges, but there is not a better way to show it than just get right into it.
So first, the mob museum itself, and I think this should be built underground to make it like an underground bunker. And I think this area around the new raid farm seems pretty good. So let's just start by digging an area clear below here.
This is gonna be built as a circular hallway, where the mobs are showcased on both sides. Or in other words, we build a huge jail. There will be a total of 64 mobs that need to fit in here.
There are also some mobs that we can't bring here, like Piglin and Hoglin, since for some reason they are just so scared of the overworld. And Vexes, who just can't stop wall hacking.
So now we have the basic layout of the thing. I think let's also decorate the walls and ceilings before we transport in any mobs.
Trying to do some kind of an old jail type vibe here, by using the stone bricks as the wall and ceiling blocks.
Oh hey, look who spawned. We already have the first mob into our collection. And we got him. Now he'll just need to wait some time until we get all the decorations ready. Let's add some lines to the floor as well. Adding the stairs in a certain pattern, and then finally this will be filled with water.
After doing all of the walls and ceilings, we replace some of the blocks with mossy stone bricks and cracked bricks. This adds some color to the build and looks way better in my opinion. So the first part of a huge project is already done. Took about 2 hours, so not too bad. We also have the first mob, so only 63 mobs remain.
To make things even cooler, then each mob will have their room decorated around themselves. Let's go take some mobs from outside and I can show you what I mean.
We have the swamp right next to this place, so we can take some slimes. And their room will be decorated in slime blocks. So taking them into the room and adding the name tags, so they won't despawn when we leave this area. And this is what it looks like. Pretty cool to have a custom decoration, and we'll do that for every single mob.
Some of the easiest mobs to get to were the pig, cow, sheep and chicken. They all just walk around and can be found without much hassle. Also adding in the enderman that we caught before. He just does circles in his minecart now.
Endermite. Just spam some ender pearls. And added. Which randomly spawned near us. Zombified villager. Locked up. Mushroom and polar bear. Nothing special, just traveled like 4,000 blocks away and came up back like this. Adding the polar bear, easy. And then the mushroom, looking very nice.
Panda, ocelot and parrot came from the jungle. Adding the panda to his new and upgraded jungle. Then also the sneaky ocelot. And finally the parrot.
Then we had a bit of a struggle with the creeper. We did make the hole from above, so all we needed to do was to get him to fall in. But it was really hard to do. After a couple of tries, we finally got it. And I also really like how his room looks.
Zombie was easy to add, along with the skeleton. Now the bat. This is a fun one. We found one in a nearby cave and then started spamming blocks everywhere to stop him. And actually this went quicker than expected. We had him trapped and the only place he could go was his room.
Then the rabbit was added. After that, the pillager, who just spawned outside our museum entrance. Added the spider and then went to search for the drowned. And managed to find one with the trident. It did hurt a lot, but at least we got him, and he looks pretty chill in here.
Now some mobs from our home. Which was the skeleton horse? Cat and dog. Also added in the villager.
Right now there are 26 mobs added, so 38 more to go. And it has taken us about 4 hours so far.
Continuing on with adding the husk. Cool!
Then we went to the nether, first taking home the strider, which was probably the easiest one. I finally got to sit somewhere warm. It was so cold the whole way.
Going to the nearest nether fortress and we got ourselves the wither skeleton. I really like this mob since he is so tall and strong looking. Next up was the magma cube. He just followed us all the way down. Easy.
Then came the blaze. This was just annoying, since whatever you do, he just keeps on shooting flames. Had to swap the driver of the boat pretty often, but then he was in. Hoglin came from our Hoglin farm, and he was in... Soglin. The zombified piglin came to the overworld by himself, so that was easy.
And the final thing from the nether is the cast. After making a small spawn platform on the nether roof, we got him to spawn and pushed into the minecart. Then just made a way back to our museum, but we kinda failed at the first try. He died after coming through.
Making the portal bigger fixed the issue, and we got in the cast without much destruction. Just look at him sitting here. How funny is that?
Next were the iron golem, snow golem, bee, horse and donkey. Then breeding the horse and donkey to get the mule. How cute!
And then the wandering trade. Wait, what? How did he get here already? I guess I'll just lock him up then. Trader llama was also... yeah, he was in.
Then I brought the normal llama and the sneaky fox. Now let's go to the nearby village and start the raid to get some mobs from there.
First, let's get the evoker and the vindicator. Vindicator is not too hard. Just run away from him and he'll follow you until the destination. But the evoker on the other hand, this guy has the vexes spawning everywhere and you barely get to move any distance before running low on health.
After just a couple of deaths, we made it and got him into the right place. As the final thing, we got the Ravager. For him, we just ran in front and made a big hole where he can drop into. This worked surprisingly easily and he was in. All mobs from the raid are here now.
Now some final easy mobs before we take on the harder ones. Getting the cave spider. Then we got the turtle and the dolphin. Both of these are easy to get by using a lead.
Squid and glow squid just required some rails and they were in. Oh, and while we were getting the squid, a phantom started attacking us. So we used this moment to try to trap him into the minecart.
And lining him up with the minecart, and it worked. Just amazing. Now just taking him and releasing. Oh god, why is it like this? Don't worry, we got him in and this looks cool. A phantom trapped in a museum.
Anyway, next were the fish. This includes tropical fish, salmon, cod, pufferfish. How cute! Hey! And axolotl.
Now only 6 mobs remain that we need to get in here. And 4 of those are really hard to get. The greatest of all time, otherwise known as the GOAT, was brought in from a couple of thousand blocks away. Then the stray was added into his cage.
And then we noticed the creeper had spawned next to the doggy, so we used that opportunity to get him into the charged creeper's base and just left waiting for the thunderstorm. Before we take the hardest mob, let's get the shulker. No, not you, Lauri. First, we went to the end dimension and found ourselves a end city. Push him again through the exit portal and he made it to the world spawn.
Make a 2000 blocks long railway and we got him. And now taking our stuff and going to the ocean monument. The guardian was pretty easy. Just slide him into the minecart and off he goes, through the nether and into our museum.
But the Elder Guardian was a lot harder, since you can't push him while he's in a minecart. After coming up with the plan on how to do it, we managed to get him through the portal. Only thing left was push him in the nether, until he arrived at the jail. Finally.
This mob alone took us more than 2 hours to figure out how to move correctly. And during this time we also got the thunderstorm, so we could charge up the creeper. And we got him. Looking good, my green friend. And all the mobs are in. So, are you ready to take the tour of the museum? Let's do it!
First thing you see when arriving is the mysterious looking doors. And actually, these are the elevators. You press this button and the elevator doors close. You go down about 20 blocks and as you can see, you arrive at the museum.
I love how the doors open just like the real elevator. And there are 2 elevators for when we have a lot of visitors. After arriving down here, you can see some information about the museum and then start your journey.
At the start we have the Phantom and the Shulker. And then the cast is just chilling there. In total we have 64 mobs trapped in the museum.
Just look at this charged creeper here. I think this is the coolest looking mob.
To build this thing and collect all the mobs, it took us 2 days of playing or a total of 16 hours.
I'm not gonna name each and every one of them, but we'll show you our favorites.
Like this fox here, looking sneaky. Then moving on, and we have the Evoker and the Vindicator here.
After that, the 2 big mobs we have here are the Ravager and the Elder Guardian. This was definitely the hardest one to get.
Going forward, we have the fish and the buffer fish. You can look, but just don't go too close.
Cute turtle we have here. How are you, my dude?
Next up is the Blazed 420 and the Buff Wither Skeleton.
Now some spiders and stuff, but this Strider is looking very nice here. And the slime as well. Easy room design, but it looks cool.
Then the witch, golems and the small mobs now, including the bat. On the other side we have the cute panda and this big teddy bear here that wants a hug.
And of course, the greatest of all time, the goat. And that's pretty much it. Wasn't an easy project for sure, but it looks so cool.
But if you wanna check out this museum yourself, then we have a Word download below. Oh, and you can even call the elevator when it's not at the same place as you.
Anyway, thanks for watching and until the next video. See ya!
Bye!